So, some pretty bad news for Dan. It's just not really looking good, guys. A quick 2-minute update. This is Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back at again. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button. Let's get into some fresh conversation today. So, it looks like ratings are out, guys. And Dan Wooton's GB News rating has fallen to 12 week-on-week low. Just 78,000 people watched, which is a 0.7% share, and has dipped to a low of 48,000. Ratings are now almost half of June's peak. GBN had its worst Wednesday for 5 weeks, and it looks like Sky and BBC News channels had a 20% and a 36% higher average. And the ratings, I want to repeat, are now almost half of June's peak. So clearly that's showing that everything that has come out, especially in the last 2 weeks, last 3 weeks, has impacted. And you know, at the end of the day, these corporations are watching who brings in the ratings, and if Dan is not doing what he's meant to be doing, there's going to be issues there. So that seems to be something that he is, you know, they're glossing this over and pretending everything is popular with their show. Well, clearly that's not really there when it comes to these stats. Also, when it comes to his desperate attempt to crowdfund to use for legal woes, let's just say, when it comes to everything going on, that unfortunately has dipped as well. It's capped. It seems to be under 30%. It hasn't been increasing as much as it did to get to that 30%. Of course, he assumed he would get, you know, nearly 125,000, 150,000, I believe he was looking for. That amount of money was not being made at all. He's far from that, and that is the target that he needs to even take this to court to fund his lawyers. The fact that he's even using other human beings to fund for lawyers of his own, you know, potential issues and allegations and problems and etc. is wild to me anyways. And the fact that people would even donate is wild to me anyways. The fact that he would crowdfund shows that he's taking advantage of how sinister this is and trying to rinsing it for what it is. Well, clearly it's not being rinsed enough because he can't make that money because people have stopped donating to him, stopped crowdfunding him, and it looks like as allegations have grown and more interviews are coming out, you know, that clearly is being capped and is not being increased. So it's just not looking good for him right now, as well as the fact that he has yet to return to Mail Online with his column. And also, I read an somewhere online as well, don't know if this is true, but people in regards to Mail Online, current colleagues are having conversations about letting Dan go officially, and that this is what they want themselves from the inside. That is the conversation that is taking place allegedly about him, and the fact that he's yet to return to do his twice a week, very well, you know, lucrative deal clearly shows that that seems to be, you know, something that isn't going to happen for him. So it does not look good for him, and although it might not look like he's been touched by, you know, these significant allegations, it definitely does look like that with the ratings, with the lack of crowdfunding, and also with the fact that, you know, the Mail Online job isn't being returned. The fact that he even was able to get 30% is insane for crowdfunding after what he's being accused of. It's just so disrespectful to these, you know, alleged victims that are out, who are coming out with such significant stories. Do let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this, guys. Subscribe to the channel, click that button. It is daily and consistent content, and I will catch you guys soon for another review.